to make sure you or hop off, whatever is most comfortable for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Jessica Tilton. I am your Miss, I want to turn my phone, sorry. I'm your Miss Illinois 2023. And I'm going through a series right now where I'm helping girls that are new to Miss America, orient them to what this opportunity is all about. And also, if you're returning to Miss America, some tips that I have learned along my way, which have gotten me to now the Miss America stage. So this is going to be recorded and it'll be on YouTube. You can get to the YouTube by looking up like Miss Illinois Jessica Tilton, or you can follow the link in my bio, which is about everywhere. So this is really informal tonight. Figured we'd keep it real with no makeup because it's about fitness, right? And when I'm working out in the gym, I'm not wearing makeup, and we're going to do some exercises too, or I'll show you some at least. So there's no PowerPoint tonight. It's all going to be bullet on the sticky note. I figured it'd be much more casual. So I'm going to start off with what the heck is the fitness routine on stage? Because when you're thinking about fitness, a fitness routine that's going to be judged, most people think about, oh, I got to do push-ups on stage, or maybe they'll have a pull-up bar for me. That's not true at all. So in the Miss America opportunity, fitness is showing off how confident you are in your own skin. And I mean that truly. You could be any size and win fitness, but you sell the judges by how confident you are and you prepare on stage. So you could be like the skinniest girl, but if you're out there and you're having a terrible time, like really nervous, you're not going to sell that. Okay, fitness is how you feel in your own body. So the fitness routine on stage, it's more of like a model walk than anything. So you will learn the pattern your day of, or maybe a few days before your competition. And if I were to draw this out in this paper, you pretty much come on the stage, and then you will do a couple poses, maybe walk around, and then you'll go off. So if you're gonna follow my little diagram, you'll literally, oh, it's backwards. You'll walk on stage, you execute a pose, maybe you'll do another pose, oh, it's still backwards. Oh man, and then you'll go off. That's weird, the whole mirror thing. But you're not doing any kind of physical test or exercise on the stage. So when you're doing these poses, this is why we're not doing a PowerPoint tonight. I'm gonna move my office chair. This is my office where I study, so welcome to my lair where I spend literally all of my time as a med student. When you do the poses, you want to think of something that represents your body well. So if you feel really strong to the front, maybe you can do like a power pose with your feet apart to the front, or maybe you're more like a side person, you do it to the side. I know the Miss America opportunity has expressed that some of the upper leadership does not like the muscle poses, but I do think they're really cute, especially for teens. And if you work really hard for your muscles and you're confident showing that off, I say go for it, because it's all about you and what you are most confident in. So when you go to walk up to your poses, you want to be like a little more jumpier, because it is fitness. If you guys can't hear me, like let me know. I know I'm far away, so I'm trying to like yell a little bit. I hope my neighbors don't care. They're gonna learn too. Okay, so you want to kind of like be really jumpy when you go into it, instead of your traditional like model walk and evening gown, which is a lot more put together. So that's definitely something to think about. Whew. Okay, the mental and physical aspect of preparing for health and fitness. Mentally, if we're going to be real, you're going to go out there, you're going to compare yourself to everyone else. That's how it is. That's how the mental game is. That's how it is for me. That's how it is for everyone else. Let's break that barrier right now, because, it's human nature to look around the room and see what's there, right? But you shouldn't feel the need to do that, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if a Victoria's Secret supermodel walks in the room. I don't want to be that Victoria's Secret supermodel. I want to be me, because I love myself. I love the accomplishments that I've made. So you have no right to sit there and compare yourself to someone else and discredit everything you've been through. Okay, so mentally, keep it in the back of your mind. You're all unique. You all have your own stories, and your story is going to push yourself so much further than trying to be someone else. Okay, so be confident in who you are and get that out of your head of, oh, I need to be them. Like they're going to beat me. You don't know that. You don't know what the judges are seeing. You don't know what they're going to put on stage. You can only control yourself. And that's the best part about this competition. Physically, how do you prepare for fitness? So I say do things that make your heart healthy, right? The American Heart Association, which is our partner for the health and fitness category, they recommend 30 minutes of intensive cardio exercise every single day. Actually, I think it's like 5 days a week. Yes, it's 5 days a week. It's 150 minutes a week, I believe. But I would do it all week, right? Cardiovascular exercise is great for you, and you want to be feeling your best when you go on stage. So if this is going to the gym, lifting weights, if this is just going for a walk with your dog, both are just as valuable, but you want to make sure that going into the competition, you're able to feel your best. You're able to feel like, okay, I can get on stage and I can actually own this fitness portion. So how to practice fitness? What I do is I have a pair of white tennis shoes, and they're my favorite tennis shoes. So I'm bummed I can't wear them anywhere else, because if I do, I'll get them super dirty. White, black, or nude tennis shoes are suggested to be worn during the fitness element. I would suggest getting some that have like a really, really, really thick heel. I have the Steve Madden ones, and I love them because it's so thick, it's really like jumpy almost. So when you're able to kind of practice your walk, I only wear those for fitness. So I'll sit there and I'll walk around my apartment and I'm just kind of like bouncing from side to side. If I were you, I would look up the Miss USA teen finalist from any year for their health and fitness and watch how they walk. That's how I learned, and I feel pretty confident in my walk because of it, because I was able to sit there, record myself doing it, watch back the Miss Teen USA, because they have an incredible fitness walk. Okay. So if you're able to record yourself as well, that's a bonus because you can see exactly what you're doing. You can even show it to someone, just say, hey, like, does this look okay? Does anything stand out and look weird? Because most people, I know they're not involved in pageantry in your life, but they can recognize right away if something looks really weird, if it, looks natural. So make sure it looks natural, make sure everything's flowing, you're not super stiff. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the big part, which is the arm workouts that I do, because not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of my arms, right? I throw a flag for my talent, and that takes a lot of arm strength. So I'm always sitting there working out. And obviously this is my layer. So I have another monitor up here that you can't see, but when I'm watching videos for school, this is actually where I am, and I am doing my arm workouts while studying. So I'm not sacrificing anything for that. So I'm gonna move my computer chair out of the way. And then, so I have a 15-pound kettlebell that I got from TJ Maxx. This is what I use for the majority of my workouts. So I prefer to get a kettlebell rather than like the handheld arm weights. I feel like there's a lot more you can do with it, but whatever is best for you. So there's different ones you can do. I like to activate like my back right here. So I'll hold it like this. It's very controlled down and up, really squeezing your back muscles. When you do this, you really want to have that slow control down and up. When you're controlling it, that's when you're actually contracting those muscles. When you're using them, that's how you're able to actually, when you work out your muscles, you break them down, which is a really weird thing to say. So after you do an arm workout or anything like this, I would highly suggest eating something that has a high protein content, because that's how you see those bodybuilders actually gain that muscle, because they're giving you that protein back. And that sounds so scary to be like, oh my gosh, your muscles are ripping. But that's truly why they feel sore, is because they're getting these little micro tears. And then when you eat a lot of protein right after, it puts that protein back in your muscles and they use it to form new ones. So that's a big one that really helps your back, especially when you turn around. So when you do that, just make sure that you're really squeezing down and up. And you can't see it with my shirt on, but you don't want to like really arch your back with it. You want to keep it straight. A good way to kind of think about keeping it straight is there's usually a little like curve that you have right here. So kind of push your belly button in and squeeze that to make sure it's all nice and straight. It's a big thing. So with the kettlebell too, I'll just hold it, keeping my back straight, just pull it out and back in just a few times. This will also really work your core as well, because you're trying to keep your back straight and hold it out. So it's also with the balance thing. You can do it on one or two legs. Another thing that I'll do, I have a chair. You can hold it out and do squats to a chair. Slow down, slow up. Again, make sure your back is straight, keeping it really controlled. So you can, if you want more of an arm workout too, you can hold it straight out. That's a little harder, so you can work out to that. Or you can do a squat up, push it out and in. There's a lot of different combinations you can do. That's why I like having the kettlebell. Another one, you could do the squat. I was trying to move the chair. Let me see if it's stuck on. I've got a white rug down here, not that you can see it, but I've actually kept it white with all the pasta I made in here while I'm sitting. So that's an accomplishment. You can't see this. Great. welcome to, oh, you can see the rug now. There's my rug. We're all proud of the rug, right? It's an accomplishment. It's an accomplishment. So you can put your leg up and actually do like one leg squats with this. You want to make sure that you're keeping your knee over your toe. I've got socks on, so I'm not going to like actually go all the way down, but that's also a good one. Again, if you want to change the intensity of this stuff, you can like hold your arms out. Another one that I'll do, which you can do this a few different ways, is you can actually just like hold the kettlebell, just pull it up and straight down. Go out with it. Oh, head backwards. You want to make sure you have your wrist up with this, but I typically don't do that with the 15-pound. We'll go down to the gym downstairs. But yeah, those are some of my like arm workouts that I'll do while I'm studying, watching some videos. If you're like me and you'll spend hours on, you know, just Instagram, TikTok, this is a great thing to do. Like put on a video, do some arm workouts, just keep going through it. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. It's kind of a lighter one this week. I just want to share the ones that I usually do. Obviously, do these. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physical therapist. I'm not, you know, an occupational therapist. So do what works best for you, and you know, your personal trainers. And there's also some great exercises online or on YouTube if you ever want to look those up. But yeah, health and fitness, just make sure you're doing, you know, the most to promote your own health and fitness journey. That's really what the judges are looking for, because it'll also be in your paperwork. There's a small little section. What is my, oh, move this, my Post-it note. What is my diet like leading up to Miss America for Fitness? Yeah. So like I said, I eat a really high protein diet because I'm in the gym. I go to the gym every day at 5:30 in the morning. I start out working out my talent, and then I actually lift weights after. So when you do lift weights, you decide to, you know, exercise to try and build your muscles. You want to have protein consumed within about like an hour, hour and a half right after. So I work out, I lift weights for probably 30 minutes-ish. My diet, so my breakfast is actually just a protein shake. It's a really high content protein shake. I get the Premier Protein ones, the 30 grams of protein. And then after I'll have some yogurt. I'm like a really routine person. So then I usually have a snack right after that. And it's like the trail mix from Costco. So just a lot of like nuts blended, again, kind of like a higher protein. I try to drink a lot of water during the day, because when you consume a lot of protein, you want to make sure that you're hydrated, so you're preventing any kind of kidney stones from forming. For lunch, I've been kind of switching off from like turkey and spinach sandwiches to egg salad sandwich, because like egg salad, you know, I can't give up everything. And then I'll usually have another thing of trail mix, and I have these little granola clusters I'll have blueberries throughout the day. You know, I do keep snacking, right? You don't want to just like stop and give up things, but you want to make sure that what you're eating, that you're putting in yourself, is great, and you're not overdoing it as well, because people gain weight when they are intaking more calories than they're actually burning throughout the day. So for dinner, I usually have grilled chicken and then steamed broccoli as well. So, you know, just something to keep the protein in me and to keep me going while I'm really cranking it out for Miss America. I know this isn't like an ideal diet for everyone, but I would recommend trying to consume some kind of protein if you're going to seriously start lifting weights, or, you know, even just getting the kettlebell at TJ Maxx, because I can do this in the comfort of my own home. And that's typically where I do work out. The only time I do go to the gym is just right after my talent, when I'm done running it for the day. And I'll just go to a little corner where I'm by myself and, you know, do a little workout before I come back, take a shower. Yeah. So that being said, don't like drastically change your diet if you're, you know, like worried about health and fitness, but do what's best for you. So I wouldn't ever tell someone to cut out, you know, their favorite cookies if that's what keeps them going, because the mental game is still just as much. Like I eat dark chocolate Oreos. Those are my favorite cookies. Dark chocolate Oreos, love those to death. I love the cookies. So there's an Insomnia Cookies right downstairs from my apartment, and I eat there a lot too. So, you know, I totally for keeping everything in your diet that you love. Just in moderation is the biggest key. Yeah, if we don't have any more questions, next week, let me look what next week is. I believe I'm going over interview, maybe. Let me look. I like to give the sneak peek after these. Let me look at what I have planned. I believe it's interview next week. Yes, yeah, next week it will be interview, and then after that, I am going to be doing one that I think is really helpful. It's what do you post on social media accounts? How do you manage different social media accounts with different title holder pages, your personal page, and then also along those lines, how do you keep to the Miss America standards? How do you do like a post on Canva that's not, a picture? So we've got some cool ones planned coming up. But yeah, this will be on Facebook or not Facebook. This will be on YouTube. So thanks for coming tonight, guys. I can't talk. I'm going to bed after this. Thank you, Jess. I'm excited to watch Teen. Oh yes, watch Teen USA Contestants for the Walk. They are phenomenal. That is the best way to learn. All right. Love you guys. I will see you. Thanks for coming.